Hello everyone. Hi. Today we will be talking about how we can make a landscape of a futuristic city. We can categorize the futuristic city in two categories. First one is, as you can see on this side, utopian cities. The kind of cities where the future is described as a happy and an example place where everyone can live happily ever after. And as for the second one, we can see on this side, which are dystopian cities. These are the kind of cities that describes the future as bleak and dark because of all the pollution and emissions that are caused by human activities. And this is also my first time drawing a futuristic city, but I figured a way on how to come up with the idea on drawing a city and how to actually do it. So here is it. Let's go take a look on how I did it.
So the first thing that I did, as you can see here, I collected a bunch of pictures, reference pictures that come from Google, just to get an inspiration and an idea how I can do something. And I was going with the theme of an utopian city with pink themes. This is my initial layout. You can see I made some pictures in the background, some buildings in the background. I wanted a big statement kind of piece. In this corner, building in a kind of like an egg shape. And then some bridges going around and maybe some roads down. But you will see later in this video that it all changed. This was what I initially thought it was gonna look like, but as I progress in the drawing, you will see how it changed my mind and how things turn around. And I would suggest with anyone, if you don't know if you don't have a specific idea what you're going to draw, just collect a bunch of reference pictures. It will help you with picking out the color and theme. It will also, whenever you get stuck, you can look back to your reference board and see. And anything like looking at all the pictures, you will come up with anything you want to put in your picture, and it's gonna be really helpful. As you can see, a bunch of time I got stuck and I looked back at the reference picture. And down here I decided that I want to draw some roads, but all of that changed. So right now I'm just like figuring out where I want to put stuff and just color blocking. But before doing this, I just put this kind of like blue daytime lighting. Now I'm just drawing the buildings, and one of the rules is for the drawing is the farther something is, it's smaller and it's light in color, and the nearer something is, it's darker in color and bigger. So I just drew a bunch of buildings, and now I'm just giving it one dark side to make it look more 3D. And I didn't really care about what kind of like it has to be perfect. I didn't have any plan. I just went and drew a bunch of them and shaded them because the light is coming from the above, so the lower parts are kind of more darker and the upper parts are lighter. And then to give it a glass-like look and just kind of like it's all windows, I just drew a bunch of lines on every one of them, and I didn't go with the traditional way of making lines. And I think this is one of the great things about drawing a futuristic city. You can draw whichever way you want, because no one knows what the buildings in the future looks like. You're gonna have fun drawing any kind of stuff you want. And I just copied that same layer, changed the color, and just moved it a little bit to give it kind of like a 3D look. I just went over the lines and make them a little bit thicker. there is that great feature in this Clip Studio Paint. You can use it. And yeah, I couldn't figure out how to exactly put the boards. As you can see, this is what I was just drawing here. And then I decided that maybe I should go for something else before boards here. But yeah, the statement piece that I was gonna make here, I decided to draw this first. I thought the circle shape would look better. As you can see, I'm filling it up in a really stupid way. There's a better way to do this. So I figured it out after a while how I should do this instead of going on to smaller parts and trying to fill it up. You can just hide the layer if it's interfering in your way. Yeah, after a while I figured out how to do it, so I hide the building layer and just fill out this circle. Yeah, and I kind of wanted this building to be standing on two other like small walls or something like that. But then I ended up changing that. Yeah, so I wanted to go like make it kind of like a cage look, like there is a cage. At first I wanted to do a shading part, so because I'm going with the pink and kind of purple look. So yeah, this kind of gradient shade is much better with pink and blue. Yeah, and this is the first time I did this kind of thing. I didn't draw all of this, I just copy pasted every shape and then auto selected them, erased them, give that kind of look, and just copied that same layer, changed its color, moved it a little bit, give it that pretty look. And you can clearly see how the lighting changes everything. So just a bit of lightning and it really changes how this pattern looks. It makes it really look like pretty. Yeah, so just basic shading here. Shading, a good shading in any kind of composition, in any kind of drawing makes a really huge difference. And here I decided to draw this kind of like bridge going around the buildings. As you can see, it's different from the initial shape that I thought. And just made some windows on it. And the shadow, don't forget the shadow, that gives it a more realistic look. You can see for this bridge here, I drew it across the whole picture. And I really struggled how to figure out the angle of drawing and how to make it look more realistic, like it's not just floating around and it's make it look like a glass. I just copy pasted all of the three layers. As you can see, the ground and the ceiling, the bottom part of the bridge, and for the middle part I just lowered the transparency. I put some glass effect on it. Now instead of drawing the roads, I just decided to go with a green landscape, just doing a bunch of grass. And don't forget, shadows are important. This is like the just basic shadow of that same bridge, and this tree, it has more vibrant color because it's closer. This one is kind of far away, and now onto the sky, just all of the basic lightning making it look more brighter.
Yay! We did it! We finally managed to make a futuristic city. Doesn't it look beautiful? And that was it. That's my process of how to make a futuristic city. Thank you for watching. Let me know if there is anything else you want me to do a tutorial on. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Have a nice day. Stay bye.